All right, here we go. Big data shit. Day 12, 10, park. So, yeah, today I'm going to be driving again for a very long time. So, just want to get this thing going. So, one thing good about this whole thing of, my new experiences last week is I have to do the whole, I talked about the math of dieting before, right? But this one's more specific because I really thought about that one thing where it's like, like before when like you don't do something and then you just do something extreme and you lose like 5 pounds in a day, 3 pounds in a day. You wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I peed off 2 pounds, right? And then so I think it's so dangerous on when we start getting on the big numbers like that, because we live in a society where it's like everything is like, get rich quick and lose weight fast, oh, you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. But the whole thing about sustainable thing, people say that word all the time, is it sustainable? Yeah. Well, and then you start to slow down. You go, okay, you know what? I could lose a pound a day, right? And then you're like, wait a minute. If you lose a pound a day, that's 365 pounds in a year. That's not sustainable. You're negative weight then, right? So you go, okay, maybe I'll lose a pound a week, right? Now, the thing is, if you lose a pound a week, yeah, it's 52 pounds. But what happens on year 2? That means it's 104 pounds, right? And then year 3, oh no, I can't stop. You lose 150 pounds. No, that's ridiculous because even at my weight, when I'm just over 300 right now, just so you know, that's for the record, I'm just over 300. And then probably within a day, I'll be 299, who knows. But the thing is about, so, I was talking to Paul about this, and still, if I could, either stay the same or just barely lose a weight, maybe lose a quarter of a pound, I don't know. But sometimes you have to have that up and, oh, something just dropped on my hand. The whole maintaining your weight, that's the key, because what happens is, I was thinking about when people get older, right? And eventually, you don't eat as much, you don't move around as much, or who knows what it is. And then so people just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then so some of my friends, they can't get over 100 pounds, or can't get over 110 pounds. They're like, And so what happens is they have to eat more calories, but they're not used to it. They're used to like this thing where they're staying in shape, and their diet is making them lose weight, right? And so I know even with my mom, it's like, she doesn't eat as much as we'd like her to, but so she keeps losing weight, right? So for me, that would be wonderful for me to get to that point, right? But as this very second, to go and do something drastic and change. So right now, the whole food control, portion control, and eating healthier, that's fine. And I think it's going to balance me to a certain point, because I think I'm eating maybe 180 pounder, right? So that means I'll eventually get down, about 100 something pounds, whatever. But I don't want to be 180 pounds because I know that that's too skinny. My head's going to be super big. I'm going to look like a lollipop. So, but if I could eat a 220 pound guy, right? I think I'd be pretty hot. But, but lifting the weights and stuff, yeah, 220 would be great. But if I get down to 220, might as well just go down to 199, right? But that's all wishful thinking. But I have to realize that I'm just not in a rush to do it. Right now, for me personally. So I realized that, you know, I'm in a public eye, right? You guys are watching my videos. I teach online, and you know, people just see me. So I'm subject to people's judgment. You know, the whole world isn't Planet Fitness. You know, the no judgment zone. Everybody goes, oh yeah, it's too fat. Look at his cheeks. Look at it. He's not shaven. He's like, whatever, right? I get it. So I have to be more conscious of how I look. Even though it shouldn't matter, but it does. So, but thing is, I'm not going to go get plastic surgery or, you know, like, you know, gastro surgery or whatever, you know, they tie up your stomach or, you know, that kind of stuff. No. It's like I have to have the will to do it myself and do it gradually. And so I had a very big, like, not plateau. You reach certain achievement, okay? So I saw an ad for buy one, get one free Tommy burgers. Normally I'd get one. I'm like, you know what? F it. Why not? We only live once, right? But no. I said no. And I was right by it. And then also, I was at Costco. You know, this Costco story about, you know, there's no line there. I was there in the morning buying the headphones yesterday. And then I didn't eat the pizza. Well, I mean, A, I wasn't hungry, right? But B, it's like all this things on just eating just out of convenience, not doing it. So I think this is a big thing where if I could make this a habit of, like, I don't know, we're going on about 2 weeks now, right? I mean, yeah, I'm still drinking my Diet Coke. That's fine. It's like my compromise. But things are happening. So all this stuff, I don't even know if it's my actual diet or the fact that I'm going to the gym now, right? I mean, my arms feel like, you know, tight. My back, my chest. I gotta do my legs. But I figure just walking around all this stuff, you know, shouldn't be too bad. But, what was it? Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so, but whatever it is, it's just, this is my lifestyle. I walk, I eat good, I go to the gym. So, you know, I still have the bike at home, or the machine at home. So there's no excuse for me not to move around every day. And so that's what I'm doing. So balancing out the calories. I mean, if I start to, like, look like atrophy, then yeah, I got to change my diet, right? But I think right now, I think I'm fine because the food that I make, I enjoy, right? It's not like it's like a chore. I mean, of course, I want to eat other stuff too. And time to time I will. Like tonight, I'm going to probably eat Venezuelan food. And then a lot of driving. Hi, how you doing? All right. That's pretty awesome. All right, there you go. Day 1210 in books. So, you know, it's about you know, thinking about the different math stuff that we do, right? It's maintaining, sustaining, right? Sustaining the diet math. But you know, we can't lose too much weight, can't gain too much weight. But you know, if I had any advice for anybody out in the world, don't try to lose it quickly. Because I know even Michelle, she's like, oh, I gotta lose 10 pounds. But thing is, if she loses 10 pounds in, like, to say a month, then she's only gonna be like 100 pounds or whatever it is, you know, so that's not a good do. But, you know, I just gotta figure out the whole balance on everything. And I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. The whole try to. I mean, right now I'm probably gonna lose more than a pound a week because of the way I'm eating. But I think eventually it's gonna get to a point where, you know, I'm gonna sustain. All right. So, anyways, Big Daddy Shin, day 1,210 days. Day 1,210. If I can exercise 1,210 days in a row, you could exercise 1,210 days in a row. So if I could do it, you could do it. I'm doing it. Maintaining diet numbers.